Talladega in the chase. It's going to be probably the wildest race of the season because it's down to 4 races left in the season. Championship is on the line for a ton of people here today. This could possibly determine whether they'll have a shot at the championship going into Homestead or not. So let's take a look at our 4-car field, see where your 12 chasers are starting. John West at chasers on the pole. 2's outside. Your points leader, Luigi, he has the points lead by 2 points coming into this race. Very, very close to the top. Then 3rd, you have Keegan Thompson. 4th, another chaser, Francis Dustin. Running out the top 5, you got Tim Randolph. Then 6th, you have Cynthia Bright. 2 chasers back here, 7th and 8th, Tim Gary and Alexander Rowe. Then 8th and 9th, you have Avi Hernandez and Williamson running out the top 10. And the rest you have Michael Cantone, then Justin Heath, Wyatt Walker, and then Isaac Nichols, Carter Friesen, and then Derek Pichardo is inside. Then Levi Jones and TJ Henley has been on fire in the chase as of late. Then you got Evan Hunter and Marcus Sachi, Jeff Bright and Julius Anderson, then Josh Samito and Joe Jefferson, Jonathan Beeford and Max Anderson, then Trey Rainey and Adam Lewis, Kay Samito and Michael Gregory, Eli Bright and Brady Wormnest, Riley Spraytube and Alex Stewart, then Patrick Smith and Andrew Miller, Luke Rainey and Derek Hamill, Brandon Tharp and Kevin Band second in points, only 2 points behind that 42 for the points lead. Then running out the field, Jason Samito Jr. in 33, Jay Jefferson the 1 in the final row, starting 41st and 42nd here today. So let's go down trackside to get the command to start the Camping World 500. And 42 cars fire up and roll off here at the Talladega Superspeedway for what should be one fun race. So coming into this race, only 2 drivers have a shot at the points lead within one race. Luigi has the points lead by 2 points over Kevin Band. Those are the only 2 coming into this race that have a shot at the points lead. 3rd in points, Jeff Bright is 12 points back, so he has to close in this race and then he can get within a race, obviously. Francis Dustin is 13 points back. TJ Hanley is 14 back. That's the front 5 in points. 6th in points is, I believe, the 54 Joe Jefferson. He is 17 points back, so he's still within range as well. So there's about half the field still within range, within a race or 2 of each other, but still, only 2 drivers have a shot at the points lead after one race. So the pace car is in. 29 laps, a long one here at Talladega. The big one, imminent around every corner. Will it happen here today? Will it involve chasers? We're about to find out. They come into the travel to the restart zone. John West, Luigi, 2 chasers, leads to the green flag. We're racing at Talladega. They race down the back straightaway. John West clears Luigi, but Luigi got a great jump there, almost pulled up beside the A7 and passed him. Now Tim Randolph looks to the bottom for that second place. Tim Gary chaser pushing him through as they hit turn number 3 for the first time here today. Still not up to full speed, only 180 miles an hour. It takes about a full lap to get up to speed with these restrictor plates on these cars as they race off of turn number 4 for the first time. Lap 1. John West and Tim Randolph going to be in the position to lead the lap. John West from the pole will get down in front of Tim Gary. He'll lead lap number 1 here in the Camping World 500. As the A7 comes across the stripe, John West leads at Talladega. Here comes Avi Hernandez for that second position. Tim Gary going to come down and cover the spot in front of him. Now we got chasers 1, 2. Tim Gary to second place as they're 3 and 4 wide in the pack. Oh, big moves being made there in the pack. Going to the middle, to the bottom, to the high sides. Tim Gary looks low for the race lead. TJ Hanley and Jeff Bright, 2 chasers on this inside lane, are going to help that 16. And they got 2 teammates, Josh Samito and the 55. Here comes TJ Hanley. He had a run, couldn't get done there. But he gets him behind the 16 car. He's going to push Tim Gary to the race lead and possibly try and pass the 16 off turn number 4 to lead this lap. Hanley with a little peek here down the front straightaway. He gets underneath Tim Gary. Jeff Bright is the pusher. Hanley has all the help in the world. Gary has none in the middle lane. TJ Hanley clears. He'll lead at Talladega. Here comes Jeff Bright now to the bottom lane. Another chaser in the 5 car. Look at that pack back there. 3 and 4 wide. Jeff Bright now clears. But here comes the teammates. Jonathan Buford and Josh Samito. Samito goes up with Jeff. Buford stays to the bottom lane. See, Kevin Band has made no ground. He's still 41st position back there. Maybe he's just trying to hang out in case a crash happens. Yeah, no matter what at Talladega, you go from 41st to 1st in about 2-3 laps. So So it doesn't matter that you're at the back right now. It just matters if you're at the front at the end. You have to time it right. So 2 cars have pulled away because they're 3 and 4 wide behind. Jeff Bright is going to keep that race lead. Josh Mito in second. Jonathan Buford gets down line in third. And here comes Eli Bright in the 88 for that 4th position. Not the season he has won. He's just not had the luck in the Gatorade Cup Series like he's had in some of the other series. But here he is battling inside the top 5. He gets put 4 wide, though, by Wormness as the front 2 really pulling away still. But Buford and Wormness trying to get lined up, and they might have a shot as they come down the back. Evan Hunter, Luke Rainey. Here comes Wormness now for that 3rd position as they hit turn number 3. And now come off of turn number 4. That pack back there. Bigger and bigger, more dangerous. And now 3 cars to pull away. Here comes Evan Hunter and Luke Rainey also in this bottom lane. It's Hunter. Here comes Wormness now for 2nd. 10 car on the march. Gets to that 2nd position, turn 1. And now he has the draft of the 5 car. He's going to have the 11 and the 2 behind him. He's going to have a big run onto Jeff Bright here. Bright got separated there, had no help. And the 10 car with a big run coming to that number 5. Does he look low is the question. He stays in line for now. He's looking to the bottom. Does he have enough for a run? They're going to be 3 wide behind him. Luke Rainey and Wyatt Walker. But Rainey gets down front of Walker. Now Walker gets down underneath Luke. As they're scattering, trying to get to that race lead. Brady Wormness will take it off of turn number 4. He has Wyatt Walker pushing him through. Now Walker looks low. He ducks to the bottom lane. Riley Spurley-Tube is his pusher. Jonathan Buford forced 4 wide by Brandon Tharp, chaser. And how about Code Luigi? He started 2nd. He's back to 42nd now. And it only took him 5 laps to get back there. It'll only take him about 3 or 4 to get up to the front. Because now here they come down the back. See, Code Luigi has finally gotten to 42nd. Now he's down the bottom lane. Watch for that. That was 5 laps into this race. Lap number 6. We'll see when he can get up to the front as long as they're not caution. We can measure how long it takes for someone to get up to the front. And as long as he doesn't get shuffled to the middle during all that either. Talladega track like none other. You go 3 and 4 wide very easily here. 5 wide, though, is where it starts to break just a little bit. Now 3 cars have cleared. They're pulling away. And it's about 1 car length in between those 3. Here comes Jason Simeon Jr. now, number 33. He's going to try and challenge for that 4th position. They're stacked up in the pack. I believe they might be going 5 wide almost. Looks like they sold that out, though. Luckily, that could have been the big one. Tharp now for 2nd as they come down the backstretch. Gets underneath Riley Spurley-Tube, Jason Simeon Jr. and Patrick Smith. Simeon Jr. gets clear, gets down line. He has a big run coming to that 6. Looks low. Spurley-Tube almost cleared. Tharp couldn't get it done there. Tharp stays side by side. See a great view here coming off of turn number 4 from the apron down towards pit entry. Here comes Patrick Smith, 3 wide for that 2nd position. It's a chaser sandwich with Simeon Jr. in the middle. See how spread out they are, too. And they're still doing 4 wide and they're spread out. You could possibly go 5 wide. Sometimes it will work. Most of the times it won't, though. So they're now 4 wide. Patrick Smith in the 09 all the way to the bottom. Isaac Nichols, Jay Jefferson also there. Let's see. Last time by the 42 car was 25th. I see him on this bottom lane. He has a pretty good run coming as Michael Canto gets to the race lead. Oh, they are close back there, 4 wide. Luke Rainey tried to come down to a hole that wasn't there. Wormness filled it. You gotta rely on your spotter. Very, very big here at Talladega. Tell you if you're 3, if you're 4 wide, how they're checking up in front. You can see Code Luigi, though, did get kicked in the middle, so the experiment we're going to do is kind of nullified right there. Carter Friesen put to the middle of 4 wide by Keegan Thompson, number 98. Thompson has a big run. Canto's gotten out front. He's going to try and control all those lanes. Oh, shuffling. It's getting even more intense back in the pack now. And we thought it was pretty intense back there already. They're getting even more shuffly. Here comes Derek Bouchard. Look at Brady Wormness in number 10 with a push from Alexander Rowe. Rowe wants to get away from the madness that's happening behind him. They're going to go for that 3rd position as they enter turn 3. See Kevin Bannon to the inside. Code Luigi there as they come off turn number 4. Those are right now 1-2 in the points. Luigi has a hold down low. He's trying to get down in it. The 18 car has a little bit of a gap in front. Luigi gets down line. Luke Rainey going to try and do the same. That 18 just did not get off of turn number 4 well, and Rainey and Code Luigi found holes to the bottom. They're like, hey, we'll take that. We'll get right down in line. We'll go up there and try and lead. As Canto and Keegan Thompson have pulled away. Justin Heath going for third. Francis Dustin as well. Yeah, Bandit's car does not look right through the corners. It looks really tight. He has to let off almost, it seems like. He really loses ground off the corners and in the corners. Oh, look at this shuffling right here. John West moves out of line. Luke Rainey going to get forced in the middle right here. Code Luigi gets down line. See, Carter Friesen and Levi Schoens both got down low. I don't know if something's wrong with the 18th Kevin Banner or what, but he leaves holes. It's almost like that car either can't suck up or he's just not getting through the corners well. Schoens all the way to the bottom lane. Friesen tried to get underneath Code Luigi. Didn't have the drafting up to do it. Thompson look to the high side. Justin Heath gets down to the bottom now. As they are now shuffling in the front 5. John West and Code Luigi all over the place trying to get the runs that they need. Thompson going to get hung out to dry on this top side. He has no help near him whatsoever. West and Code Luigi, 2 chasers, have joined this battle now as they go down the backstretch. See Code Luigi looking low, but Levi Schoen's going to look all the way to the bottom lane. The 14 had a huge run. And that's going to save John West here. West is going to be able to keep his third position. It looked like Luigi might have had a run for him, just couldn't get it done there. Friesen gets down line back in front of the 18 as Julius Anderson forced the 42 to the outside. Still a lot of racing left, though. But you always got to be concerned if you're back there if the big one's going to happen. John West, for a second, has a chaser. Levi Schoens behind him. They're 4 wide. Here comes Alex Stewart in the 13. Now come down the stripe. Levi Schoens looking at John West. West cuts the door. As 5 cars have pulled away. They're in a single file line led by Michael Canto. Then John West, Levi Schoens, Carter Friesen, and Justin Heath. Now Schoens looks for second down the back, and the number 14 has no help from anyone. The A7 going to try and clear. John West going to try and keep that second position. He does. Schoens keeps third, however. Carter Friesen going to be the big loser here. He gets bumped up to the high side in 4th. He's going to lose his 4th position. Man, look at that pack back there. Schoens gets down line in front of the number 9. As 2 Brights are coming up to the front. 2 Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolets. Cynthia Bright and Eli Bright. Number 24 and number 88. Schoens once again for that second position. This time he had enough of a run to get underneath the A7. He's going to get by him right here. Although West has the drafting up, the 14 has the 09 to try and clear him through the corner, though. He tried to split to the middle right there. Levi Schoens does clear for that second position. Now here comes Cynthia. She has her teammate behind her, Eli. TJ, Carter Friesen in a blocking match. TJ had none of that. He forced Friesen to the middle lane. I don't know if there was a little bump possibly there saying, hey, don't do that again to me. But Friesen let TJ have that inside lane. Now Eli looks for third underneath Cynthia. Now come into the tri-oval. Cynthia clears. Eli keeps 4th. Cynthia keeps 3rd. Now Eli has the help from the 30. Cynthia still gets back down line. The front 3 still clear. Goes Toyota. And they got 3 Chevys, another Toyota, and then 2 Fords on this inside lane. Make it 3 Fords as the 6 comes down line. Here comes Cynthia now for that second position. But does she have the run is the question. She doesn't have the drafting up, but she has a little bit of a run here. Eli going to go with Levi, though. Cynthia going to try and keep a nose under there. TJ also goes to the high side. Eli going to split to the middle lane. Hanley going to split to the middle of Eli. Oh, Hanley got back in line knowing that wasn't going to be the smart move right there. See how much this pack is kind of spread out now. It's only 2 lanes all the way up top and all the way down low. Field getting a little bit spread out. As we are now about halfway through the Camping World 500 at Talladega. Things just calm down just a little bit. Heating up towards the front once again. 2 cars pull away. Michael Canto has been the dominant car here today. He's led the most laps. He's been out front. But now he has the 24, the 6. They're going to try and get lined up and try and run him down. Cynthia with a run. Moves out of line. Tried to get that side draft there going into turn 3. Has the run. Stays side by side with the 09 for the race lead. Cynthia Bright in the 24 are going to try and take it. And off of 4 they will come. Cynthia Bright will take the race lead here at Talladega. But now has Brandon Tharp and Josh Smeel coming. Smeel looks 3 wide for second. 15 car with the big run. Here comes Cynthia's teammate, the 48 of Isaac Nichols in this bottom lane. Right behind the 29 Michael Gregory. They're stacked up 3 wide, but we've closed down the 4 wide just a little bit right here. They now race off 2 down the backstretch. Cars shuffling everywhere. Josh Meal gets clear. Isaac Nichols gonna have Luke Rainey to his inside. They're gonna go 4 wide once again. Brian Tharp, the one hung out to dry all the way up top. Canto trying to let him down in line, possibly trying to get that side draft. Whatever one is, gonna force that 6 to the outside. Luke Rainey up to 3rd. Probably one of the best I've ever seen him on restrictor plate tracks this season. He's really kind of turned around what he's had to do. After Daytona this season, he said, I can't just hang out in the back. It's not worked for me at all. I have to change my strategy. He's trying to be aggressive here as much as he can. Here he comes for that 2nd position. Rainey not known for his super speedway status. Right now he's showing that he can be one of the best once he tries. He's hung out in the back previous times. Now he's up to 2nd position, trying to run down the 24 of Cynthia Bright, but needs the help to do it. Now they're 4 once again, getting a little bit more aggressive. Rainey with the run, gets to the inside, Cynthia into turn number 3. That was a textbook move right there. Waited till the end of the straightaway, and then pulled out and got the side draft off the 24 and gets right on by her. Big move for Luke Rainey, trying to come up in front of the 24. Cynthia has a run off the corner, but Cynthia gonna get shoved 3 wide top. Here comes Javier Hernandez for a second. Luke Rainey will lead at Talladega. Yeah, great move there by Rainey. 4 wide for 2nd. Riley Spurley tube to the bottom lane. Rainey comes down to cover the spot. Derek Bouchard, Jeff Bright on this inside lane. They're going to go 5 wide. Watch for that. That could be dangerous. Joe Jefferson back up in line, so they will stay 4 wide now. That could have been a big, big mess if they would have went 5 wide. Riley Spurley tube looking for a run, looking for a way to go. Can't find it quite yet, but they're stacked up in the pack. Want to get away from that if you're a chaser. You can almost feel the wreck starting to come. 11 laps to go this time. Getting down to crunch time at Talladega. Jeff Bright, 4 second, gets down from Marcus Sacchi. Code Luigi has found his way back up to the front after fading. Here he is inside the top 5, trying to block the 27 Francis Dustin off. Dustin gets to his inside. Still a lot of time to get back to the back and up to the front though. 11 laps. As now goes Dodge, Chevy, Ford at the front, down the back. Jeff had a run, didn't make it. Marcus Sacchi's going to make it for him. Sacchi to the bottom, trying to block Francis Dustin off. Now Dustin looks to the bottom. Dustin now going to push the 43 cars as they enter turn number 3. Coming to 10 laps to go now. It's getting intense. Does anyone have anything for the 2 of Luke Rainey? They're just going to try and set him up, is the question. Dustin gets down line 3rd. Marcus Sacchi continuing to ride around in that 2nd position, right behind the 2 car. Here comes Dustin for 2nd. Sacchi going to fall to the outside lane. Adam Lewis on the bottom. Julius Anderson, the one behind him. Eli Bright's already got back down to the bottom lane in this inside lane, inside the top 10. Now they race down the backstretch. 3 cars pull away. Sacchi just falls to 3rd. I don't believe he's going to fall any farther back, because here comes Eli Bright in number 88 for a top 5 spot. But Justin's going to take that from him. Heath now to the bottom lane. As Francis Dustin looks for the race lead. Here comes that 27. And coming to 9 laps to go. Francis Dustin, the 27, your new race leader at Talladega. But here comes Marcus Sacchi in the 43 now. Adam Lewis, his pusher. Oh, Randolph and Andrew Miller making some contact. They're on the apron. Miller spun into the inside wall. He's coming back up. Gets the back out of the field. That's a hard crash. And it's the big one at Talladega. And they're still crashing. Trey Rainey, John West, TJ Hanley flips the 56. And then the 42 gets flipped by the 10 of Brady Wormnest. The 5, the 18 have also involved. That's the big one. Marcus Sacchi going to lead them back, it looks like. And with under 10 laps to go, the big one strikes. We knew it was going to happen, and it just happened right there. Sacchi going to lead them back. Derek Hamill going to be the one in 2nd. And Keegan Thompson will be 3rd. Back to the straight from 1st. Marcus Sacchi with the race lead. Is everybody okay after that? Jeff Bright, look at the damage to that 5 car. Does Bandon have any damage? He looked like he was sideways through that crash. I don't know if he has damage to that 18, though. It looks like it's fine. Although you just never know what the underneath will look like. Joe Jefferson with damage. John West. Code Luigi on pit road. In one nasty crash. Cynthia Bright has damage to the number 24. Nichols possibly with damage. Well, let's see what happened. It started with the spin with the 31, and then the 31, I believe the 93 came back up onto the track, and that's where the wreck started. This all started at the beginning of the tri-oval. Tim Randolph makes a bold move in the number 93 to the bottom lane, and I believe Andrew Miller thinks he has that lane down low, and he kind of squeezes the 93 down just a little bit. They get down to the apron sideways. They save it, but then it just keeps happening right here, going off into turn number 1. There's sideways that's just far too late to try and correct it, and there goes Miller. He's going to go hard into the inside wall, 201 miles an hour. And he slides back up, and I believe he hits head-on with the 38. Right there, gets Joe Jefferson as well, and then Josh Samito, along with Brandon Tharp. That's where those guys got their damage. And then the 93 spins up into the pack, and that's where the big one happens. As Randolph then goes up into the pack, and there's some hard hits up here. So let's look at this wreck in real time with the 31. Then we'll go up ahead and look at the 93's crash. See how big that was. It actually wasn't going to be that big. It was just going to be about 3-4 cars that were involved until the 93 came back up the track. And then really that was where most of the field got taken out right there once the 93 came back up the track. See right here? Just can't slow it down in time. Comes right back up, takes out 3-4 chasers right there. The 18, the 42 makes some contact there. Code Luigi drives away, misses those guys, hits them just a little bit. Then up ahead, they're still crashing with the 56. Oh, and then the 10 just wipes the 42 out, and Code Luigi goes upside down. Yeah, Wormnest just kind of turned into Luigi right there. I don't know if he was trying to miss the crash or what. Oh, Gary came down and just wiped out the 56. Joe Jefferson, that's where he got his damage. And then the 56 starts rolling down the track, and TJ Hanley coming along. The 56 just rolls right in front of him. And then Wormnest, I don't know if he was trying to miss the 42 or what, or miss the 30, and just turned right into the 42 of Code Luigi and took him right out. And that's a tough break for your points there. I believe Kevin Barron's going to be able to continue. This could definitely cost Code Luigi the points lead. So let's go on board TJ Hanley in the 30. Just no time to react for TJ in any of those incidents, and then right there, gets it hard as well. Now let's go on board with a few other drivers. The 16 of Tim Gary, I believe, was one of the first to get hit by the 93 flying up the track. Oh. He probably didn't even know what hit him. That 93, he probably couldn't even see the 93 come back up the track. Jeff Bright, the 5. His championship chance is done here. Basically, most of the chasers are back here. Brandon Tharp in the 6 involved in the 31's crash. Oh. That is a hard crash for Tharp. It's also going aboard the 7 of Alexandro. I believe he was actually able to escape this and get away. Great job there by Road to get away, not get damage and all that. Kevin Bannon, the 18, second-hand points coming into this day. Did he get a lot of damage? It doesn't look like a lot. You just never know with that suspension if it is a lot. The 27 Francis Tustin, I believe, was ahead of it, so we won't have to worry about his onboard. The 39 of Joe Jefferson, he's probably one of them that took some of the hardest hits in this. Oh, great save, but just they all start coming down low and nowhere to go. The 42 Code Luigi, your points leader, missed the first time, but as the 56 rolled down the track, got the 10. That was going to be one of the best record points I've ever seen. He got down low, got away, he saw the hole, he shot for it, and then the 10 shot for that same hole and wrecked the 42. Patrick Smith keeping that Talladega sweep chances alive. He missed this one. Wow, got clipped there a little bit as well. Now let's go on board with one more guy, Levi Jones from the 14. I believe he was able to miss this as well. Ooh, great job there, checking up and missing it. Keeps himself in this race. So back in front, the 43 Marcus Sachi leading. They, of course, stay out. And with under 5 to go, it's going to be a restart here at Talladega. Pace car to pit road, 4 to go at Talladega. Look at the cars out. The Nobles, Brian Tharp, Joe Jefferson. Code Luigi will finish 38th and 10th chaser. They got TJ Hanley, Jeff Bright, John West, Tim Gary. All chasers. Derek Hamill got back in second. He blew a header, so he's out of this race. Kevin Band still in the race, 27th. I believe this all but guarantees him the points lead after today. The green flag back waving with 4 laps to go at Talladega. Statue with the race lead. Keegan Thompson moves to the outside in second. They got Adam Lewis in that 3rd position, and then others behind trying to get victories. And with so many of the best drivers of the season out, because I don't know how many chasers left. There has to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 left. This just opens the door wide open for some of these guys that don't have wins this season or have come close to get to victory lane. They now race down the backstretch. Adam Lewis going to take the race lead as they hit turn number 3. Coming to 3 laps to go. Jonathan Buford making a move. He wants to get to the race lead as quick as he can. Maybe hope for a caution or try and block out of that rear view mirror. Do some mirror driving. Now come off of turn number 4. Eli Bright with the runner at the Riley Spurley tube. He's coming at number 88. So right now the 11, the last car in this pack. He'll hang on to the back of this and try and get that draft. Get up here, come to 3 laps to go. Still tons of time left. Eli Bright to the bottom lane, number 88. Julius Harrison going to look underneath that 88 now. Eli holds that bottom lane pretty nice though. Gets down in line and clears. Now can he bring Harrison with them? Try and make those two 1-2 and try and clear. Come down the back. Both of them clear. They both move up. Does Anderson move out of line? Wyatt Walker coming for that 2nd position. Francis Dustin now going for a 2nd. The 78 and the 7 blocking back there, trying to get single file and get to this pack. Anderson couldn't get down line. Francis Dustin for 2nd. Jay Jefferson is pusher. Luke Rainey also in this bottom lane along with Levi Shones. They're now going to come to 2 laps to go. Dustin with the big run to the 88. Jay Jefferson looks to the bottom though. Luke Rainey shoved to the middle by Levi Shones. Shones coming to the bottom. Dustin comes down to cover the spot off the 1. Right now, your front 3, your front 4 are Chevys. As they come to the stripe, 2 laps to go at Talladega. Dustin with a run, looks to the inside, the 88, and the 1 goes with him. They will come off of turn number 2. Down the backstretch. Dustin can't move up, the 88's up there. Jay Jefferson behind him. Jefferson had a peek to the inside, didn't have anything for him. Canto will look 3 wide for 2nd. He had a big run. Coming to the white flag, Francis Dustin with the race lead. Michael Canto now to 2nd. Max Anderson, the guy in 3rd. Off of 4, they're going to make it to the white flag. They come down into the tri-oval. Max Anderson to the bottom. Patrick Smith looking to sweep Talladega. Hasn't been up front at all today. Here he is into the top 5 with 1 lap to go in the Camping World 500. White flag lap. Max Harrison gets down line in front of that 51. Do they have a run for the 27 as they come off turn number 2? Off of 2, down the back. Francis Dustin going to try and get into that chase points lead. They come down the backstretch. Max Anderson, does he have a run? He has no such run yet. Patrick Smith looking for that same run. He can't get as they hit turn number 3. He's going to have to make a move off turn number 4 to have a shot at this victory. Just beneath Michael Gregory. They have to stay in line with that 51, and then the 51 has to make the move directly off of turn number 4 to have a shot. He's not going to be able to. Heath makes the move for him. Francis Dustin going to get out front at the right time and will win the Camping World 500 at Talladega. His chase up is still alive. Dustin wins at Talladega as he avoids the big one and gets to victory lane. Francis Dustin, your winner at Talladega in a frantic finish, with Justin Heath ending up second. I believe Marcus Sanchez gets up to fourth. Patrick Smith ends up third. What a race. What a victory. So now go check the finishing results and the chase standings. Here are the finishing results from the Camping World 500 at Talladega. There was one caution flag for 4 laps and 10 lead changes among 11 different drivers. The chaser ends up winning. Francis Dustin, the 27, starts fourth, ends up winning the race, leading 2 laps. Second, Justin Heath. Third, a chaser, Patrick Smith, looking for that Talladega sweep. Just couldn't get it done here today. Marcus Sachi ends up fourth, and Michael Gregory in fifth. Then Max Harrison sixth, Keegan Thompson seventh, Jonathan Beeford eighth. Your most laps led driver, Michael Canto, ends up ninth. He led 7 laps. Rounding out the top 10, Adam Lewis. So there's your top 20. You see only 3 drivers finish in the top 20 that were in the chase. Alexandro finishes 21st, and I believe Kevin Band finishes somewhere in the 20s. I believe only 5 chasers actually end up finishing this race, which is insane. That crash definitely big, took out a lot of your chasers. 28 cars finished the race running, 27 on the lead lap, and they're only about, I would say, 20 within the pack at the end of that race. As so many of these drivers took hard hits, a lot of them hits in the points as well. Code Luigi, Jeff Bright, TJ Hanley came to the day in the top 5 in points. And I believe they will leave there in the top 5 in points. As we look at the right side of the screen now, your points leader is now Kevin Ben. He has 77 points, but he's only 3 points ahead of Code Luigi. Still locking up in these final 3 races. Obviously not what the 42 team wanted, but the main goal, stay in championship contention all the way to Homestead. Anything can happen. But once again, you're facing against a guy who's been in this position before. Kevin Ben, who's been in this position. He was in the chasing position in season number 1. He got to it in the final few races and ended up winning. So you just never know what's going to happen heading into these final 3 races. It's wild races. Atlanta, Rockingham, and Homestead. Anything can happen. Big shuffle at Atlanta. They could have some big crashes. So a lot can happen still. It's not over. I believe now there's 3 drivers actually within 1 race. I believe Francis Dustin in third is also within a race of that points lead. So the next race, the 10th chase race, the Golden Corral 500 at Atlanta. This is going to turn a lot of things around. We'll get a great determining about who has a shot after it. So see you guys then.